The skies above Earth burned red as the invaders descended, their ships blotting out the stars one by one until the night itself seemed to collapse under their shadow. Cities that had once stood as symbols of human pride now smoldered in ruins, their glass towers shattered into jagged bones of steel and fire. Humanity fought, as it always did, clinging stubbornly to survival with weapons that cracked and screamed across the ruined battlefields. But no matter how many soldiers stood, no matter how much courage burned in their hearts, they could not match the tide of destruction that poured endlessly from the skies. Amid this chaos, one man stood taller in spirit than the crumbling monuments around him. He was not a king or a general, not a man bred for legend. He was simply a soldier, scarred, tired, but unbroken. His name carried little weight beyond the borders of his ruined city, yet his will to resist carried farther than even he could imagine. For it was his defiance, his refusal to fall, that echoed into the heavens, a silent plea for salvation that did not go unheard. When the sky split open above the battlefield, every soldier froze. A brilliance unlike the fire of war poured down, silver blue, and alive with power. From within that shimmering light descended vessels unlike any the human eye had seen. They glided with elegance, shaped not like the brutal weapons of war the invaders carried, but like living sculptures of moonlight and flame. The invaders faltered, their advance checked by the sudden arrival of something greater, something older. From the lead vessel emerged two figures, their forms taller than humans, their armor crystalline and radiant, carved with symbols that pulsed like veins of starlight. The first moved with the sharp certainty of a blade drawn for battle, her every motion filled with fire and command. The second radiated calm strength, her eyes softer yet no less unyielding, as though she carried the patience of centuries within her. To the broken and bloodied soldiers of Earth, they looked like goddesses of war, saviors descending into the night. They were sisters, warriors from a realm beyond the stars, and together they cut into the enemy ranks with a fury no human could match. Their blades shimmered with energies that sang as they struck, tearing through steel and flesh alike, while their voices rose in commands that shook the ground itself. The invaders, once relentless, faltered before them, stumbling back as though the tide of battle had suddenly reversed. The humans who survived that night would never forget the sight, two alien warrior women standing as guardians over a dying world, their armor glinting in the firelight, their silhouettes framed by destruction and hope alike. And the soldier, standing among the ashes, believed with all his heart that they had come for Earth, that they had come to save his people. He never knew that the war they waged, the fury they unleashed, was not only for the soil beneath his feet, but for something far more fragile, far more dangerous, the beating of his own human heart.